What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Many of you know the story of Aaliyah Taylor. She is an African-American lady that was dating Seahawks player Chad Wheeler. And Chad Wheeler had a very disturbing past, even before he got to the NFL. He played for the Giants. He also played, I believe, for the Seahawks. And he was actually starting. The problem is, the guy is crazy, okay? And he beat this lady almost to an inch of her life. Not only that, when he was doing it, these guys couldn't even handle him. They literally had to get like 10 cops, right? So now he has been sentenced for that. I want to play this clip and then I want to come back.
Survivor Aaliyah Taylor said she's been waiting all that time for the chance to address Wheeler, and she asked the judge to show him no mercy. His family begged for leniency, noting his mental health issues. The judge factored both arguments into his decision. I should warn you that some of the details are disturbing.
Thank you, Your Honor, for the chance to address Chad after waiting over 3 years.
Years after former Seahawk Chad Wheeler was arrested for assault. Years after Aaliyah Taylor spent months trying to look away from the lasting injuries on her neck, face, and arms. Years after a family began grappling with the violent outburst during a mental health episode.
At that time, he was purely delusional.
Survivor Aaliyah Taylor got her chance to speak.
Chad, before you tried to kill me, I would have done anything for you. You weren't honest with me, and it almost cost me my life.
And Wheeler, his chance to apologize.
You do not deserve any of this. You are a good and caring woman, and I wish nothing but the best for you.
A jury convicted Wheeler in November for first-degree assault after investigators say he punched, choked, and beat Taylor during a mental health episode. In court, his friends and family argued it was a tragedy born of that illness, one they didn't see coming.
Chad's mental state has been, it's been a thing, but he's never been violent.
Taylor argued it could have been prevented.
I want you to think about how you had access to the best doctors and medications, sleep machines, yet chose to be ungrateful and not use any of it.
The judge considered both the gravity of the crime and Wheeler's diagnosis.
I had scars, as you can see, imprints of your fingers on my neck.
You did nothing wrong. I was suffering from a bipolar episode.
He sentenced Wheeler to 81 months with a lifetime no-contact order. Wheeler said he'll get help for bipolar disorder and the effects of CTE.
I promise to get the help I need to ensure an event this catastrophic never happens again.
Meanwhile, Taylor is reclaiming her life after voicing her pain.
It'll be a cold, cold, cold day in hell before I show you any mercy. And I'll find peace, I'll find life, I will find love again.
Erica Zuko, King 5 News.
So this guy already had NFL situations, okay? Already had it, okay? He already had a lot of them. So she gets with the guy, and you hear what they're talking about now. Like, at the end of that news clip, you see what he did there, right? He had CTE, concussions, he's bipolar. You see how you're trying to cover that up for the guy? If this was the person that was black, you wouldn't hear that at all. If that was a black guy, we wouldn't hear, he has CTE and bipolar. No. You're not gonna hear that. But I do want to discuss this for the ladies out there who love putting down their brothers, and I'm very fair on both of this, because I see black men going over to white ladies and doing the same thing, getting treated even worse. It can happen. My question is, why is it that when we look in situations like this, that you feel somehow that, this white guy is going to be automatically better for me, and I'm tired of black men? We've covered so many stories here on the platform that race is just not a factor Especially when you have selected a guy, or anybody selects a guy or a woman that has previous problems before they come and meet you. Like Aaliyah Taylor did not deserve this. This was a guy who already had issues. He already had problems, okay? NFL scouts. He went undrafted for a reason. Why? Off the field issues, okay? The young man is crazy in certain aspects, if not all, okay? That's why. So if you're the kind of person, I'm not saying that she is, you want to date somebody because they are white, and I believe that he also had some racial slurs during the incident towards the lady. And a lot of ladies got to understand, you can't just, well, you know, that person is a white man, they're going to treat you better. Look, I'm here in Africa, right? And I see so many ladies, I have this Pan-African dating show. They come in the inbox. Now, there's nobody but Africans on my show. You'll always see a lady come on there and say, hey, can you find me a white guy, right? And I'm not trying to say all white men are bad or anything like that, but they just completely disregard the fact that the show is for, blacks in the diaspora or continental Africans, and give me a white person. And they quickly disregard the fact that they feel like, well, a person that's black is not going to be nice to me. A person that is black is going to just mistreat me and, do whatever he wants. That's the mentality. And then do you know how many stories that I've heard from people who are not black on the continent of Africa and things they do? One of the worst stories I've read was a guy that was from France. He went over to Francophone West Africa. He was Ivory Coast, Mali, Burkina Faso, Congo, places like that. Want to know what the guy was doing? He had won a lottery in France. He went directly to Africa. He wrote and said he had over 1,100 kids in Africa. He created 1,100 single mothers. 1,100 single mothers. I mean, like, what do you say to that? 1,100 single mothers. Like, you cannot even make that up, all right? And all those chicks feel like, well, this guy is white, I finally got me somebody. Until you find out that, well, yeah, maybe you don't really have what you think you have based on race, because people don't look for people based on values. I see so many guys. I heard a story today. Brother went out there to the Philippines. I'm gonna do a whole episode on it. Brother goes to the Philippines. He goes out there, tired of American women. Let me go get a Filipino lady. He's in love with the lady. He's gonna move out there. Gives the lady $75,000 to buy a house. The lady ditches him. He can't contact the lady. You know what? Let me go and fly. I know the address of the place. Goes to the house. Guess what? A guy answers the door. Guy goes, hey man, what do you need? Yo man, I'm here for such and such. Oh yeah, that's my wife. What? So they get to talking, and the guy probably has some flip flops or whatever. He pretty much paid for a house for somebody else, something that they would never have achieved in their own lifetime. Bought the house, built the house, beautiful home. You're not in it. Why? Oh, why? Let me get somebody from the Philippines, because that person is going to be just as more submissive, and you can find it. It's true. It can be true. It can also not be true. Then you know what? You know who looks like a fool? You. You. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Zaddy Jackson. Back at it again. Another episode of Celebrity Junk. Reach your fire, you just heard a bell. We're out.